The breach steps forward before the mind decides a steady pose, carving lands through time direction appears without debate. Each hit confirming the route to take. Hesitation fades when rhythm leads. The body follows what it needs. Repetition teaches where to turn. No map required. The groove is learned. Motion flows along a chosen lane. Not forced out random, not insane. Consistency builds quiet trust. Every step guided by the same resolve. The path is felt, not seen. When the beat repeats with certainty, doubt dissolves and choices narrow direction. Forms inside the sound. Rhythm chooses path, consistent beat direction. Every pose points the way. Forward motion walks where time is stays. Variations color the same road, never pulling it apart. Accents bend, but never break the line. Stability grows through return to groove. Remembers where it's been and uses that to move again. Momentum carries calm, intent, no wasted step, no accident. The path survives because it's worn by measured feet. In patterns sworn to stay aligned with pulse and pace, letting rhythm guide the space. Direction is not speed or force, it is agreement over time. The beat decides by staying true, not by trying to climb. Rhythm to this path, consistent beat direction. The groove advances clear and slow because the pulse already knows. Continue straight, 30 seconds. Steady pace, the path remains. When sound departs, with its stars. Count draws lines across the floor unseen, where steps meet land and when they lean. Each bar defines a calm perimeter, not a cage but quiet order. The body learns the edges, early motion settles comfortably. Accent test, but do not cross the frame. Timing holds them gently back. Space gains meaning through its strain. Clarity grows inside the limits, and movement trusts the shape it's given. When the measure marks the ground, excess motion falls away. Balance lies where timing knows how far it's meant to stay. Measure sets boundary, balanced timing limits. The groove expands but stays inside. Freedom shaped by measured lines. Measure sets boundary, balance timing limits. Motion flows with quiet force, held by lines. It won't distort. Let the count repeat then fade. 30 seconds calm and pace, the boundary stays. When sound is gone, timing echo. Timing measure sets boundary, balance timing's timing limit. Measure sets boundary, yeah. Whoa, that sets boundary, balance time lines across the floor unseen. Count, draws lines across the floor unseen. Let the count repeat and fade. 30 seconds calm and pace. The boundaries stay when sound is gone. Timing echoes steady on. Turns before thought escapes, rapid remembers where it began. Hold and shake, you measured, recall, small versions test the edge. But balance pulls them back in place. Motion stays contained because history repeats with intention, not habit. The groove learns stability by refusing to dissolve. When repetition listens, closely drift, loses space to grow. Balance answers every deviation with calm return. Batteries is drift, loop, balance, control. Each cycle corrects the motion, staying centered as it moves the groove. Pattern back again. The sequence breathes without fatigue. Familiarity sharpens focus instead of dulling it. Every pass confirms direction. Silence and sound trade evenly, keeping the frame intact. Temptation to wander phase when structure proves reliable. The loop survives because it adapts just enough without surrendering shape. Resistance is not force, it is memory. Guiding motion, home balance lives inside. Recall, not rigidity. Batteries is loop, balance, control. The groove stays alive to return each pass, restoring order without effort. Loop, balance, control. The groove stays alive to return each pass, restoring order without effort. Loop, balance. Let the loop continue softly, correcting itself until motion rests steady and intact.
Reacts before the body moves. Low frequency settles every groove. Weight drops first, then intention follows. Nothing lifts without what below allows. The bass draws lines across the room, giving motion, shape, and volume soon. Each step confirmed by grounded tone. Direction born from depth alone. No drift in thought, no scattered pace. The low end holds the center place. Movement, trust what it can feel. When foundation makes it real. When weight is clear, the path aligns. No guessing left inside the time. Motion locks into the ground. Logic speaks without a sound. It anchors motion, grounded and true. Every move starts from the low. Logic carved in steady tone. demand because the base is firmly planned. No force required to maintain when gravity explains the lane. Control is calm, not overplayed. The groove survives by staying weighed. Each accent lands with confidence, built on mass and resonance. Motion grows without demand because the ground can understand. Logic lives where pressure rests, not above but underneath. Strength arrives when roots are deep, and promises the groove can keep. Yeah, motion, hold the line. Let the logic every time. Track stay strong, the path is shown when the low end sets the tone. Let the highs dissolve away. 30 seconds hum and stay. Motion fades but weight remains, anchored deep inside the frame.
Pocket phones before the sound spreads wide and narrow lane where time and learns to reside. Steps fall inward, not around it edge. Gravity pulls the beat to a steady latch. Attention sharpens when excess clears. Every accent closer than it appears. The body feels the center without command. A quiet pull that helps it land. Moving gains purpose by staying near the core. Not chasing space, it does not need any more. When focus tightens, the noise steps back. Alignment happens without attack. The middle holds the truth. We seek in motion, listens before it speaks. Pocket defines center, focus, groove, alignment. Every beat alignment through. Every beat, beat, beat. Variation circle but never stray. The center keeps on close at play. Confidence wheels through repetition. Deep, nothing wasted, nothing cheap. The groove grease calm inside the lane. No outward force, no inward strain. Clarity rises when range is small direction. Yeah, born from control. Sprawl alignment lives in quiet trust. The pocket proves it most. The center is not static, grounded moves but never leaves in sound. Discipline becomes freedom here when focus drives the motion near. Pocket defines time, focus, groove, alignment. Stability comes from staying true. Ever beat alive and true. Let the groove remain inside. Seconds slow and wide. The center holds that sounds. Focus stays till silence ends. Yeah. Before the note arrives, time and decides how heavy it feels. Space bends slightly when the weight's longer. Weight grows without adding force. Can press harder than Spady's placement. Chosen with intent, the body senses mass to delay, not volume, not display. Motion learns patience and gains density. Yeah. Every step grounded by or not how fast gravity forms inside. The Kelton settles the ruins of balance. When timing holds its breath, weight gathers naturally, control is born in the space before impact. Time in shapes, weight deliberate deep gravity. Every pause pulls the groove downward, masses built by choosing when to fall. Time in shapes, weight deliberate deep gravity. Every pause, yeah. Fast notes pass without imprint, slow arrivals leave a mark, structure deepens restraint. Late the groove leans back and feels heavier without adding in force. And go frames and truth, weight follows time and not force. Gravity is measured, not loud. It exists where decisions are precise, still when purpose is clear. Time in shape, deliberate deep gravity. Time in shape, time in shape, weight deliberate in shape. Time in shape, deliberate deep gravity. Time in shape, time in shape. Let the beat ride, unhurried 30-second stick and slow weight remains, the sound dissolves. Timing leaves its final chord.
Count begins before the sound arrives. Tempo settles like a quiet guide. Every step aligned with measured breath. No hurry chasing what is next. Choices framed inside a steady rate. Motion listens, learns to wait. The floor knows when to lean or stay. Stillness teaches what to play. No excess speed, no dragging behind. Just a lane where timing aligns. The frame is set, the path is clear. Decision lives inside the ear. Not every road demands a run. Some directions ask for none. When tempo holds the edge in place, choice appears without a race. Tempo frames, choice steady and slow. Every option starts to show. Measured pace decides the way. No rush left to complicate. Patterns walk, not sprint or stall. Balance keeps them standing tall. Baseline anchors every turn while accents pause and then return. Space between becomes the sign where intent and timing bind. Nothing loud to prove control, just a center holding hold. Decisions shaped by silent time, not imposed, just design. When speed steps back and listens close, the right direction always shows. Tempo is the honest frame where movement earns its name. Tempo frames, choice stay inside the line where motion doesn't slide. Each decision clearly voiced by the tempo we have chosen. Let it ride, no force, no push. 30 seconds, calm, unrushed. The frame remains, the choice is set. Tempo breathes and gently ends.
The frame appears before the motion breathes. Lines drawn strong, quiet, giving movement permission. Nothing spills because the edges are clear. Structure does not block it, guides, pressure finds channels. Instead of walls and flow begins to trust the shape beneath it. Every part knows how far it can lean without collapse control. Feels invisible when design is honest and the body moves freely inside what is held. When the outline stands firm, release becomes possible. Tension fades when limits are known. Structure allows flow, frame motion, release movement opens. Cause the shape is set, freedom lives inside the lines. Patterns travel smoothly through defined space, never crashing, never thinning. The groove expands without losing form because boundaries stay intact. Choice feels lighter when direction exists. Energy circulates instead of escaping. Every bar confirms the same agreement. Flow survives because structure listens and holds steady while motion speeds. Release is not escape, it is motion. Trust in what surrounds its strength. Come from frames that do not bend under desire. Structure allows flow, frame motion, release movement open. Composed, guided by what holds it true. Let the motion fade within itself. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, slow and calm, the structure remains after sound, allowing silence to flow. Yeah. Low and speaks before the hands react. Depth, settle nerves, pulls motion back. Every note sits heavier than haste. Patience grows where toners mask the floor. Absorbs the need to run and teaches time to move as one. Urgency fades in thicker air where sound is felt, not rushed or thin. Decisions slow without resistance because depth explains why waiting wins. And motion listen instead of pushing forward blindly. When weight arrives beneath the beat, the urge to hurry loses heat. Calm expands inside the sound and tells the body where to stand. That prevents rush, low register patience. Every pulse slows down and holds its strength. Your plan, dodge its rush, low register patience. Every pulse slows down and holds its crown. Yeah, pressure fades where depth is found. High ideas flicker then dissolve below tone. Staying quietly solve problems that speed could never fix. Stability forms in the bottom range. change. Each bar leans back without delay, trusting mass to guide the way. The groove grows confident and wide by staying deep, not amplified. Restraint becomes a source of drive, because the bass is satisfied. Motion flows without demand, anchored in a patient band. Depth teaches time to breathe and wait. It proves that stillness generates strength when the low end leads. The mind speed releases its command. Yeah, about the bass hand that prevents rush, low register patient. That's bass. Every pulse slows down and holds its space. Shuts down and holds it. That prevents rush, low register patient. Every pulse slows down and holds its space. Yet the bass hums slow and short, 30 seconds deep and warm. The rush dissolves, the depth remains. Patience holds till sound is gone. Space is drawn before the body moves, an outline forming silent rules. Nothing shifts until the ground is ready. Intention waits inside the empty grid. Anticipation sharpens in the pause where motion learns its proper call. Every line placed with quiet care, preparing room for what we're to move. Later to without fear, control begins before action starts, because the frame already imparts direction, calm and clear. Space is set and pressure rests, motion arrives without excess. Preparation turns restraint in a strain frame. Before motion prepared, structural space. Movement speaks because the ground is ready. Freedom forms where structure stays. No sound escapes the weight and plan. Each part knows where it can expand. The groove enters a prepared room. Not rushed, not late, perfectly in tune. Boundaries guide but never shout, allowing choice to work it out. Energy flows because it's held, not scattered thin. Not overfilled, design replaces impulse here. The frame dissolves the need for fear. Structure is a silent host, inviting motion to arrive. When space is ready, movement trusts and comes alive. Frame before motion prepares, structural space. The groove moves clean and confident, because the ground was set. Let the frame remain unseen. 30 seconds slow and clean. Motion fades, but space stays true, ready for what comes through. Motion begins where pressure loosens, not where hands push harder. The body learns that effort clouds direction and weight resists command. Every force turn leaves friction behind, while ease reveals a clearer line. Momentum grows when intention softens, allowing time to breathe and settle. Control fades into guidance, and the groove responds by moving truer, steadier without demand. When force steps back and listens, flow finds its own alignment, treads without insistence. Flow rejects force, natural motion, resolve movement lands, because it's free, not driven, pushed or pulled. The rhythm answers calm requests, not shouted order. Speed dissolves into placement, and each note arrives complete. Tension drains from overthought, moves and leaves a quieter authority, where sound trusts its own balance, and direction comes from patience, not control. The groove holds shape by ease, not by tightening its grip. Force fractures what flow connects, resolve appears when motion is allowed, not commanded. The body knows the way when pressure leaves. Flow takes force, natural motion, resolve. The groove stays deep and certain, because it moves by choice. Let the motion fade unforced, 30 seconds slow and sure. Nothing strains, nothing resists. Flow completes itself in silence. The pulse begins to lean away from what it was before, to bend inside. The counter pressure shift beneath the floor. No sudden break, no sharp alarm, just time and asking to adjust. The body feels it first, a quiet cue that something old has reached its use. Repetition loosens its grip as expectation starts to thin. Motion listens closer now, aware that balance is about to move without resistance. The beat does not announce, it waits for awareness to arrive. When the center drifts just enough, the change becomes alive. Signals change, shifted rhythmic state. The groove transforms without command, because the pulse has turned. Signals change, shifted rhythmic state. The groove transforms without command, because the pulse has turned. Yeah. What followed certainty now questions space. Familiar accents trade their roles. Weight migrates inside the bar and redefines what forward means. The groove adapts by staying calm, let indifference settle in control. It dissolves into attention. Timing stretches, then realize the shift completes itself, because nothing tries to stop it. Flow accepts the altered state and moves accordingly. Change is not a break in form, it is a pulse that chooses when to lean away from memory and open room for next intent. Signals change, shifted a rhythmic state. The groove transforms without command, because the pulse has moved. Signals change, shifted a rhythmic state. The groove transforms without command, because the pulse has turned. Let the new pulse carry through. 30 seconds soft and true. Yeah. The old fades out without regret. The change completes in silence. Let the low end fade and stay 30 seconds slow. And grounded time dissolves but structure hums. The tempo held beyond the sound. Yeah. Let the low end fade it stale. 30 seconds slow and grounded time dissolves but structure hums. The tempo held beyond the sound. Let the low end fade and stay. 30 seconds slow and grounded time dissolves but structure hums. The tempo held beyond the sound. When the bass refuses haste, the surface finds its calm. Rest on what will hold. Foundation holds. Tempo stable, time and bass. Level time and bass, the groove stays true, because the ground is sized and patient. Holds. Tempo stable, time and bass. Level time and bass, the groove stays true. Because the ground decides the pace. Upper motion tests the frame, but never breaks the floor beneath. Variations hover safely held by something firm and patient. The beat stretches without strain, because return is guaranteed. Confidence replaces urgency and speed releases its control. The groove deepens by relying on what cannot be moved. Stability becomes momentum when time knows where it lands. Tempo is not pushed or pulled when the bass absorbs the weight. Movement listens to the ground and learns exactly when to wait. Foundation holds. Time and holds. Tempo stable, time and bass. Every pulse arrives assured, because the bass remains, baby. Stable time and let the low end fade and stay 30 seconds slow. 30 seconds slow. Settles like gravity found. Each step measure, no rush, no chase. Rhythm speaks in deliberate space. Motion held inside a quiet frame.
where timing learns to call your name. Every accent knows its place tonight. Weight and balance, locking tight the floor. Remembers every beat laid down. No crown, no throne, just order and sound. Nothing forced, nothing pushed ahead. Let the counter right before it's said. When the pulse is clear, the noise aligns. Structure climbs in silent line. Pulse says, order steady in motion. Levels rise without explosion. Each beat knows where it belongs. Rhythm builds, the chain goes on.
Patterns stacked without a fight. Upper, low, and mid unite.
Session breezing, measured form. No distortion, no deform. Every layer waits its turn. Respect is how the parts all learn. Pocket deep, not wide or loud. Just grounded, calm within the crowd. Control lives in what we don't play. Space defines the path we stay. Hierarchy not made of rules, but trust between the rhythm tools. When pulse decides the shape and flow, authority begins to show. No leader loud, no voice above, just gravity and share resolve. Pulses, order, hold the line. No collapse in space or time. From foundation to the crown, rhythm stands its ground. Let it circle, let it stay. 30 seconds fade, no sway. The order holds the room in place. Pulse remains, no need to raise.
Breathe steps forward before the mind decides a steady pose. Carving lands through time, direction appears without debate. Each hit confirming the route to take. Hesitation fades when rhythm leads. The body follows what it needs. Repetition teaches where to turn. No map required. The groove is learned. Motion flows along a chosen lane. Not forced out, random, not insane. Consistency builds quiet trust. Every step guided by the same resolve. The path is felt, not seen. When the beat repeats with certainty, doubt dissolves and choices narrow direction. Forms inside the sound. Rhythm chooses path, consistent beat direction. Every pose points the way. Forward motion walks where time stays. Variations color the same road, never pulling it apart. Accents bend, but never break the line. Stability grows through return to groove. Remembers where it's been and uses that to move again. Momentum carries calm, intent, no wasted step, no accident. The path survives because it's worn by measured feet. In patterns sworn to stay aligned with pulse and pace, letting rhythm guide the space. Direction is not speed or force, it is agreement over time. The beat decides by staying true, not by trying to climb. Rhythm to this is clear and slow, because the pulse already knows. Let the beat continue straight, 30 seconds. Steady pace, the path remains. When sound departs, with its stars. Count draws lines across the floor unseen, where steps meet land, and when they lean, each bar defines a calm perimeter, not a cage but quiet order. The body learns the edges, early motion settles comfortably. Accent test, but do not cross the frame. Timing holds them gently back. Space gains meaning through its strain. Clarity grows inside the limits, and movement trusts the shape it's given. When the measure marks the ground, excess motion falls away. Balance lies where timing knows how far it's meant to stay. Measure sets boundary, balanced timing limits. The groove expands but stays inside. Freedom shaped by measured lines. Measure sets boundary, balance timing limits. Motion flows with quiet force, held by lines. It won't distort. Let the count repeat then fade. 30 seconds calm and pace, the boundary stays. When sound is gone, timing, yeah, go. Timing, measure sets boundary, balance, timing's timing limit. Measure sets boundary, yeah. Whoa, vector sets boundary, balance, time limits. Motion flows with quiet force, held by lines. It won't get stored. Legend sets boundary, balance, balance, boundary, balance, timing, boundary, 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 balance. Do not steal expression. The proof survives by knowing where to stop. As much as what's at where to go. Do not steal expression. They give motion somewhere to rest. Strength appears when edges stay, allowing rhythm to progress. Measure sets boundary. I measure sets boundary. Balance time and measure sets boundary. Measure sets boundary. Balance boundary. Measure sets boundary. Count draws lines across the floor unseen. Count draws lines across the floor unseen. Let the count repeat and fade. 30 seconds calm and pace. The boundary stays when sound is gone. Timing echoes steady on. Turns before thought escapes, rapid remembers where it began. Hold and shake, you measured, recall, smile, flashings, test the edge. balance pulls them back in place. Motion stays contained because history repeats with intention. Not habit, the groove learns stability by refusing to dissolve. When repetition listens closely, drift loses space to grow. Balance answers every deviation with calm return. Batteries is drift, loop, balance, control. Each cycle corrects the motion, staying centered as it moves a groove. Oh, oh, pattern back again. The sequence breathes without fatigue. Familiarity sharpens focus instead of dulling it. Every pass confirms direction. Silence and sound trade evenly, keeping the frame intact. Temptation to wander phase when structure proves reliable. The loop survives because it adapts just enough without surrendering shape. Resistance is not force, it is memory. Guiding motion, home balance lives inside. Recall, not rigidity. Batteries is loop, balance, control. The groove stays alive to return each pass, restoring order without effort. Loop, balance, control. The groove stays alive to return each pass, restoring order without effort. Loop, balance. Let the loop continue softly, correcting itself until motion rests steady and intact.
Floor reacts before the body moves. Low frequency settles every groove. Weight drops first, then intention follows. Nothing lifts without what below allows. The bass draws lines across the room, giving motion, shape, and volume soon. Each step confirmed by grounded tone. Direction born from depth alone. No drifting thought, no scattered pace. The low end holds the center place. Movement, trust what it can feel. When foundation makes it real. When weight is clear, the path aligns. No guessing left inside the time. Motion locks into the ground. Logic speaks without a sound. It anchors motion, grounded and true. Every move starts from the low. Logic carved in steady tone, where the bottom sets the zone. Motion, grounded and true. Every move starts from the low. Logic carved in steady tone, where the bottom sets the zone. High sounds float but never let. They return to what they need. Patterns tighten without command because the base is firmly planned. No force required to maintain when gravity explains the lane. Control is calm, not overplayed. The groove survives by staying weight. Each accent lands with confidence, built on mass and resonance. Motion grows without demand because the ground can understand. Logic lives where pressure rests, not above but underneath. Strength arrives when roots are deep, and promises the groove can keep. Yeah, motion, hold the line. Where the logic every time. Track stays strong, the path is shown when the low end sets the seconds hum and stay. Motion fades, but weight remains, anchored deep inside the frame.
Pocket phones before the sound spreads wide and narrow lane where timing learns to reside. Steps fall inward, not around it edge. Gravity pulls the beat to a steady latch. Your tensor sharpens when excess clears. Every axon closer than it appears. The body feels the center without command. A quiet pull that helps it land. Moving gains purpose by staying near the core. Not chasing space, it does not need any more. When focus tightens, the noise steps back. Alignment happens without attack. The middle holds the truth. We sink in motion, listens before it speaks. Pocket defines center, focus, groove, alignment. Every beat alignment through. Every beat, beat, beat. Variation circle but never stray. The center keeps on close at play. Confidence wheels through repetition. Deep, nothing wasted, nothing cheap. The groove grease calm inside the lane. No outward force, no inward strain. Clarity rises when range is small direction. Yeah, born from control. Sprawl alignment lives in quiet trust. The pocket proves it must. The center is not static, grounded moves but never leaves in sound. Discipline becomes freedom here when focus drives the motion near. Pocket defines and focus, groove, alignment. Stability comes from staying true. Ever beat alive and true. Let the groove remain inside. Seconds slow and wide. The setter holds that sounds. Roots focus stays till silence ends. Yeah. Before the note arrives, timing decides how heavy it feels. Space bends slightly when the weight's longer. Weight grows without adding force. Can press harder than Spady's placement. Chosen with intent, the body senses mass to delay, not volume, not display. Motion learns patience and gains density. Every step grounded by not how fast gravity forms inside. The Kelton settles the room into balance. When timing holds its breath, weight gathers naturally. Control is born in the space before impact. Time in shapes, weight deliberate deep gravity. Every pause pulls the groove downward. Masses built by choosing when to fall. Time and shape, deliberate deep gravity. Every pause. Yeah. Fast notes pass without imprint. Slow arrivals leave a mark. Structure deepens restraint. Late the groove leans back and feels heavier without adding in force. Confirms and truth. Weight follows time and not force. Gravity is measured, not loud. It exists where decisions are precise. Still when purpose is clear. hurry, 30 seconds stick and slow wave remains, the sound dissolves. Timing leaves its final chord.
Count begins before the sound arrives. Tempo settles like a quiet guide. Every step aligned with measured breath. No hurry chasing what is next. Choices framed inside a steady ray. Motion listens, learns to wait. The floor knows when to lean or stay. Stillness teaches what to play. No excess speed, no dragging behind. Just a lane where timing aligns. The frame is set, the path is clear. Decision lives inside the ear. Not every road demands a run. Some directions ask for none. When tempo holds the edge in place, choice appears without a race. Tempo frames choice steady and slow. Every option starts to show. Measured pace decides the way. No rush left to complicate. Patterns walk, not sprint or stall. Balance keeps them standing tall. Baseline anchors every turn while accents pause and then return. Space between becomes the sign where intent and timing bind. Nothing loud to prove control, just a center holding hold. Decisions shaped by silent time, not imposed, just design. When speed steps back and listens close, the right direction always shows. Tempo is the honest frame where movement earns its name. Tempo frames choice stay inside the line where motion doesn't slide. Each decision clearly voiced by the tempo we have chosen. Let it ride, no force, no push. 30 seconds, calm, unrushed. The frame remains, the choice is set. Tempo breathes and gently ends.
The frame appears before the motion breathes. Lines drawn quiet, giving movement permission. Nothing spills because the edges are clear. Structure does not block it, guides pressure, finds channels. Instead of walls and flow, begins to trust the shape beneath it. Every part knows how far it can lean without collapse control. Feels invisible when design is honest and the body moves freely inside what is held. When the outline stands firm, release becomes possible. Tension fades when limits unknown. Structure allows flow, frame motion, release movement opens. Cause a shape is set, freedom lives inside the lines. Patterns travel smoothly through defined space, never crashing, never thinning. The groove expands without losing form, because boundaries stay intact. Choice feels lighter when direction exists. Energy circulates regulates instead of escaping. Every bar confirms the same agreement. Flow survives because structure listens and holds steady while motion speeds. Release is not escape, it is motion. Trust in what surrounds its strength. Come from frames that do not bend under desire. Structure allows flow frame motion. Release movement open. Composed, guided by what holds it true. Let the motion fade within itself. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, slow and calm, the structure remains after sound, allowing silence to flow. Yeah. Low and speaks before the hands react. Depth, settle nerves, pulls motion back. Every note sits heavier than haste. Patience grows where tonus masks the floor. Absorbs the need to run and teaches time to move as one. Urgency fades in thicker air where sound is felt, not rushed or thin. Decisions slow without resistance because depth explains why waiting wins. And motion listen instead of pushing forward blindly. When weight arrives beneath the beat, the urge to hurry loses heat. Calm expands inside the sound and tells the body where to stand. That prevents rush, low register patience. Every pulse slows down and holds its strength. Your plan, doge its breath. Rush, low register patience. Every pulse slows down and holds its ground. Yeah, pressure fades where depth is found. High ideas flicker then dissolve below tone. Staying quietly solve problems that speed could never fix. Stability forms in the bottom range. Each bar leans back without delay, trusting mass to guide the way. The groove grows confident and wide by staying deep, not amplified. Restraint becomes a source of drive because the bass is satisfied. Motion flows without demand, anchored in a patient band. Depth teaches time to breathe and wait. It proves that stillness generates strength when the low end leads. The mind speed releases its command. Yeah, without the bass hand. That prevents rush, low register patience. That's bass. Every pulse slows down and holds its space. Shuts down and holds it. That prevents rush, low register patience. Every pulse slows down and holds its space. Yet the bass hums slow and short, 30 seconds deep and warm. The rush dissolves, the depth remains. Patience holds till sound is gone. is drawn before the body moves, an outline forming silent rules. Nothing shifts until the ground is ready. Intention waits inside the empty grid. Anticipation sharpens in the parts where motion learns its proper call. Every line placed with quiet care, preparing room for what we're to move. Later to without fear, control begins before action starts, because the frame already imparts direction, calm and clear. When space is set and pressure rests, motion arrives without excess. Preparation turns restraint in a strain frame. Before motion prepared structural space, movement speaks because the ground is ready. Freedom forms where structures stay. No sound escapes the weight and plan. Each part knows where it can expand. The groove enters a prepared room. Not rushed, not late, perfectly in tune. Boundaries guide but never shout, allowing choice to work it out. Energy flows because it's held, not scattered thin. Not overfilled, design replaces impulse here. The frame dissolves the need for fear. Structure is a silent host, inviting motion to arrive. When space is ready, movement trusts and comes alive. Frame before motion prepares structural space. The groove moves clean and confident, because the ground was set. Let the frame remain unseen. 30 seconds slow and clean. Motion fades but space stays true, ready for what comes through. Motion begins where pressure loosens, not where hands push harder. The body learns that effort clouds direction and weight resists command. Every force turn leaves friction behind, while ease reveals a clearer line. Momentum grows when intention softens, allowing time to breathe and settle. Control fades into guidance, and the groove responds by moving true, steadier without demand. When force steps back and listens, flow finds its own alignment, trends without insistence. Flow rejects force, natural motion, resolve movement lands, because it's free, not driven, pushed or pulled. The rhythm answers calm requests, not shouted order. Speed dissolves into placement, and each note arrives complete. Tension drains from overthought, moves and leaves a quieter authority, where sound trusts its own balance, and direction comes from patience, not control. The groove holds shape by ease, not by tightening its grip. Force fractures what flow connects, resolve appears when motion is allowed. commanded, the body knows the way when pressure leaves. Flow checks, force natural motion. Resolve the groove stays deep and certain because it moves by choice. Let the motion fade unforced, 30 seconds slow and sure. Nothing strains, nothing resists. Flow completes itself in silence. Begins to lean away from what it was before to bend inside. The counter pressure shift beneath the floor. No sudden break, no sharp alarm. Just time and asking to adjust. The body feels it first, a quiet cue that something old has reached its use. Repetition loosens its grip as expectation starts to thin. Motion listens closer now, aware that balance is about to move without resistance. The beat does not announce, it waits for awareness to arrive. When the center drifts just enough, the change becomes alive. Signals change, shifted rhythmic state. The groove transforms without command because transforms without command because the pulse has turned. Yeah, what followed certainty now questions space. Familiar accents trade their roles. Weight migrates inside the bar and redefines what forward means. The groove adapts by staying calm, let indifference settle in control. It dissolves into attention, timing stretches, then realize the shift completes itself because nothing tries to stop it. Flow accepts the altered state and moves accordingly. Change is not a break in form, it is a pulse that chooses when to lean away from memory and open room for next intent. Signals change, shifted rhythmic state. The groove transforms without command because the pulse has known. Signals change, shifted rhythmic state. The groove transforms without command because the pulse has turned. Let the new pulse carry through. 30 seconds soft and true. Fades out without regret. The change completes in silence. Let the low end fade and stay 30 seconds slow. And grounded time dissolves but structure hums. The tempo held beyond the sound. Yeah. Let the low end fade stale. 30 seconds slow and grounded time dissolves but structure hums. The tempo held beyond the sound. Let the low end fade and stay. 30 seconds slow and grounded time dissolves but structure hums. The tempo held beyond the sound. When When the bass refuses haste, the surface finds its calm. Rest on what will hold. Foundation holds tempo, stable time and bass. Level time and bass, the groove stays true because the ground decides the pace. Foundation holds tempo, stable time and bass. Level time and bass, the groove stays true. Because the ground decides the pace. Upper motion tests the frame, but never breaks the floor beneath. Variations hover safely held by something firm and patient. The beat stretches without strain because return is guaranteed. Confidence replaces urgency and speed releases its control. The groove deepens by relying on what cannot be moved. Stability becomes momentum when time knows where it lands. Tempo is not pushed or pulled when the bass absorbs the weight. Movement listens to the ground and learns exactly when to wait. Foundation holds. Foundation time and holds tempo, stable time and bass. Every pulse arrives assured because the bass remains, baby. Stable time and let the low end fade and stay 30 seconds slow. 30 seconds slow.
Slow underlay your sound settles like gravity found. Each step measure, no rush, no chase. Rhythm speaks in deliberate space. Motion held inside a quiet frame where timing learns to call your name. Every accent knows its place tonight. Weight and balance, locking tight the floor. Remembers every beat laid down. No crown, no throne, just order and sound. Nothing forced, nothing pushed ahead. Let the counter right before it's said. When the pulse is clear, the noise aligns. Structure climbs in silent line. Pulses, order steady in motion. Levels rise without explosion. Each beat knows where it belongs. Rhythm builds, the chain goes on.
Yeah, patterns stacked without a fight. Upper, low, and mid unite.
Session breezing, measured form. No distortion, no deform. Every layer waits its turn. Respect is how the parts all learn. Pocket deep, not wide or loud. Just grounded, calm within the crowd. Control lives in what we don't play. Space defines the path we stay. Hierarchy not made of rules, but trust between the rhythm tools. When pulse decides the shape and flow, authority begins to show. No leader loud, no voice above, just gravity and share resolve. Pulses, order, hold the line. No collapse in space or time. From foundation to the crown, rhythm stands its ground. Let it circle, let it stay. 30 seconds visions fade, no sway. The order holds the room.